from a similar background now?
Yes, one of my hope, one of the reason I dedicate my life to do what I do is that I remember where I came from. I know how tough it was over there. And that's why I really enjoy going back to tell people that it is possible. Okay. What I told them, I don't think I need to tell you that much because like I say, I've been across the globe. I've seen children that have wealth, that are rich, and things like that, but they are miserable because they don't have the hope that I'm seeing here with you. So what I like to say to people is that it's very important to be hopeful. It's very important to know that when we set our mind to conquer the world, to catch the stars, we cannot fall. Okay, there are people around the world that want to help you achieve that. That's the message I give to young people everywhere I go.
Wow. So, who did you look up to growing up?
The first person that really touched my life was my mom. Okay, she put in me the sense of there's a word that I would like any young person to really be aware of and to really take care of. It's purpose, a purpose, the sense of purpose. If you don't know your destination, you may pass there without realizing that you get there. Okay, so it's very important as a human being to have a purpose. So one day we are going to leave this earth, one day, and when we leave, what's going to outlive us? So at a very early age, I was lucky enough, again, my mother encouraged me to focus on education. My father taught me that history was very, very important. So at a very age, there are some few great heroes that I study, and I'm still studying them today. One of them is Mahatma Gandhi, another one is Mother Teresa. I saw her picture just there. Another one, of course, Nelson Mandela was fighting for his people in South Africa. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. in the United States. So I study all these people, and they actually helped me shape my life. And I'll say that if I'm able to speak in front of you today, it's because I was looking up to these. These are just some few names, but some of the most important names that shaped my life.
So, what would you say is your life motto?
My life motto, I alluded to it a moment ago, is that believe. Okay? Believe and you will achieve. In a nutshell, I would rather die with thousands of dreams that I wasn't able to achieve than live a life without dream. So dreaming is very, very important for me. And I will never apologize for dreaming. And I said somewhere that if your dream don't scare you, that means you're not dreaming big enough. So
how can the average person contribute to global peace?
Actually, that's a very, very important question because, yeah, it's true that when I go to places, sometimes people like to roll out the red carpet and things like that. You are directed on this, you are this, but I see myself as a simple, regular person. Why I say that? Because wherever I go, if you need to roll your sleeves and do the job, I will do it. Okay? Earlier today, Mama was showing me how to feed the fish. I jumped and did it. So that's my, where I came from. You should never think that you are above or you are above some other human beings, because God gave us the same thing. We came here just like anybody, and one day we're going to live the same way. So, I think you get the message. Thank you.
So, if you could be someone else for one day, just a day, who will you be?
Wow. This is interesting. Someone else for one day. Does it matter if someone in the future, someone in the past, or living or not living? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mentioned some few names before, but I think I will settle to someone we all know, which is Nelson Mandela. And the reason is very simple. Of course, we are going to celebrate Nelson Mandela Day in less than a month in the Washington D.C. metro area. But I think when we see his life, see the price he had to pay, and then how one of the best way of healing is to forgiving some of the people that actually cause you pain. You know, because by studying, I realized that when you forgive, it's not actually doing a favor to the other person. You're doing a favor to yourself because you are freeing yourself, and then you can aspire and do other things. So I think just for today, I didn't prepare this, but I think I will settle today for Nelson Mandela.
So, what is the most exotic food that you have ever eaten?
Most exotic food eaten. I'll tell you because I travel extensively. Could I even describe it? I ate different food. I don't even have the name of some of them, but it was as close as you can tell to ants. There was some insects that I ate. So they were full of, they were very nutritious. That's what they told me, calories and stuff like that. And I wasn't into it, but for respect, trust people around me. They say it's good. They were eating it they've been eating for hundreds of years. They're still alive, so so I joined the group. I did it. So it was insect. Let's just do some kind of insects.
Okay. So, what role does education play in developing world peace?
Oh my God, it is crucial. Nelson Mandela said, that's the best weapon. Education is the best weapon that's going to help us. You can see that I'm very kind of obsessed with the word hope here. And we just know that today, as we speak, there was some terrorists in France trying to take away lives. And I think that some of those people are people that don't have hope. And when you educate yourself, there's one of the best things that come out of education is hope for the future. And when you are hopeful, you are not then thinking about taking other people's life. So I think, I hope you got the point. Education is the key. Without it, we will be doomed. And someone said in America, because sometimes people think education is expensive, and then someone said that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Because you see the damage of ignorance as more expensive.
So, what is the most life-changing experience that you have had with UNESCO?
UNESCO Center for Peace. At a very young age, I learned about, I was in Cameroon, a country where they were not very, at that time, human rights was something that was very exotic. There were people who were being arrested just for having a copy of the Human Declaration of Human Rights. So look at how acronym it was. So, but as I was studying all these great leaders we talk about, and also learning about, I heard one day I saw was a document about the Human Declaration of Human Rights, and UNESCO. One of the objectives of UNESCO not only create peace around the world through education, science, culture, and religion, but also to promote human rights. That was a life-changing emphasis. At that time, I don't know, I didn't tell you this, but at some point my father, who was an activist, also spent some time in jail because he was fighting for the... So somehow when I read those things from UNESCO, I realized that maybe this is one of the ways to do in such a way that nobody ever goes to prison like my dad.
So, in your own opinion, how does science tie into the mission and goals of UNESCO?
Science is what allows us as human beings to understand the world. Okay? Many years ago, people were so convinced that, the sun rises and sets, right? Because that's what their feeling were telling them. Until science one day realized, no, actually, that's not the case, right?
Yeah.
So science actually allows us to see reality for what it is. Sometimes you look at something, you think is like this, is like that, but another person is going to look at it and say, no, it's something totally different. But science allows us to agree on something, because if I did my experiments right now, I give you all the data, you go and do the same, you're going to have the same results.
If you are not a human, what life form would you be and why?
I would love, if I wasn't a human being, I would like to be, I would like, you say air, no, I'd like to be air so that I could fly. you cannot contain air. Air can become water if depending on the condition and things like that. So I would love to just be air so that I could fly out across the universe.
Wow. For me, if I would like to be an human, I think I would be a lion.
Lion?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because a lion, one reason because I like a lion because it is determined in what he or she wants.
Okay, I agree with you. It's a king, all right? The lion king, right? So, interesting.
How would you describe the native music of Cameroon and what is the name of one of your favorite songs?
The native, okay, in Cameroon we have a lot of music, some are traditional, but Cameroon are well known for Makossa. Manu Dibango. So, yes, Manu Dibango, one of the best. Yes. Oh, see, Mama knows Manu Dibango.
When were you first fascinated with stamps and collecting them?
Someone revealed all my secrets. I really need to find out the person. How do you know about that? Anyway, just like when you asked me this question about what I like to be, I said, right, so I could travel, go everywhere. At a very early age also, when I saw the stamp, they for me like magic, for many reasons. One of the reasons is that I could travel the world through stamps. When, those days we didn't have internet, we didn't have all this, communication. I used to have pen pals around the world. So I would write a letter, put on a piece of paper, and then put there, send to someone. It took 3 weeks to get to a different part of the world. It took almost 2 months to get from but anytime I received that letter, and look at the stamp, see how magical. Without this small piece of paper, I would not be in connection with someone that was 1,000 kilometers away. So that stamp was for me a way of traveling, freeing myself from the geographic area I was living in.
What is something you hope to complete by the end of your lifetime?
I hope that someday, when we gather together, I see all of you somewhere at different positions around the world. Do you remember the day we asked me those questions? Instead that we are all successful. I would like a life where we harness all this social media and really make the world a better place, because we have enough resources that there is no need for people to go hungry living without house and things like that. And I know that my hope is that with the work we are doing today, someday we are going to see this world come true. I believe in it.
How do you believe dreaming affects the way to a peaceful, harmonious world?
Thank you. I'll take a moment to say dreaming is kind of, it's not obvious, because I remember once I went to a conference where I was supposed to be talking about the power of dreams. Yeah. And guess what? When it was time, I sat down and people sat down and they were telling me about the dream they had the night before. I was like, oh man, someone didn't tell me about kind of dreams. Those were not the type of dream I was going to talk about. I was talking about dream action, So I hope, that's what I want to clarify, so that those who are thinking about the dream that they had the night before, that's not what we are talking about here, right? For me, I strongly believe that without a dream I had, I would not be here talking to you today. So dreaming is the very important thing. Earlier today I talked about Dr. King. He saw was suffering. Why? Because he was fighting one sort of vicious people in the world. People were trying to kill him. He knew that. People were bombing his house and things like that. But when the time came, he shared hope. Why he shared that hope that we all know around the world today? Because he was dreaming about that. He could close his eyes and see his daughter, holding her with a daughter or someone from another young girl from a different color, different race, and guess what? He was dreaming. He was such a dreamer that he was even courageous enough to say to his government, stop bombing people overseas. Okay? Let's use the resources we have for humanity.
How have you overcome the obstacles of others telling you that you could not achieve your goals?
How do you know people have been saying that? I need to go and, I'm following you today, wherever you are. I'm going to search around to find a crystal ball. Look like you have a crystal ball, and that is one of the best I've ever seen. Right? Yes, the faith, the power of dreaming, the power of knowing that. Actually, I don't think I had an alternative. Because imagine when you look around and see people that don't have hope and dream and things like that. See how they live their life. They are doubtful about anything. They don't have a positive energy. You don't even want to hang around them. But on the contrary, when you hear people that have positive energy, you want to be around them. You want to listen to them. You want to go around. You want to make their friends. And that's how I was able to get. So those who are coming in naysayers say, you know what? You can keep that to yourself. I know myself what I'm going to do. That go to people and say, you know what, I could do it. Say, yes. Yeah, you think I can do it? Then you are my friend. Let's get together and see what we're going to get.
So it's been nice talking to you.
Okay, before you close.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay, I would like to ask you, okay, like in a few words, how can you describe yourself?
Oh my God, that's a difficult one. Cut. I describe myself as someone that is dedicated to social justice and dreaming to help to have a small contribution so that the day I'm living, when I look back, I'm smiling. Yeah. I've done my part. That's how I see myself.
Yeah.
Okay, no more, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. It's really wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
On behalf of my team, I'm so grateful because you have tried to fix up your schedule and all the time you have made it here. We are so grateful to have a great person as you around. With your colleague also, for him taking his time to be here. We really feel appreciated. Anyway.
We are family now. Yeah. We are going to work together.
So we hope that this is not going to be the last session.
No way. There's no way because right next to me.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, thank you so much. Sometimes when I started, I didn't know that people will know about me. But when I